My name's Matt, and I'm going to show you my custom-made coil making table and how to use it. Up here I have just a little bit, something to hold my scissors, something to hold my channel locks. Over here I have the fishing swivels that are for making infused Claptons. Got some wire here, a couple holes to hold my screwdriver. I use this one for making coils that won't fit inside of my coil jig, so I can clamp them down here to the table and then spin them around this bit up front if I need to make a larger, like a 3mm or something larger that won't fit inside of the coil jig. I got everything I need here. This holds the tank. Drilled that to fit a 510, so you can screw it into the table, work on your deck there. But the main thing is we're going to show you how to use this, because I've had a few questions on the spool here. This is 1,000 feet of 32 gauge nichrome. It's really thin and it flies off of the spool if you just leave it on this spool. So I have that spool wrapped around this empty twice, and then this is an old Ego atomizer that's been hollowed out, and it kind of weighs down the wire, so if I'm not touching it, it still stays on it. And the hairband holds it on right here. I can take this wire off, this 1,000 foot of nichrome, and I can change it to, here I have a 36 gauge nichrome, or something like that. So anyways, we're going to go into how we use this. I'm going to grab a short piece of 26 gauge Kanthal and make it a Clapton coil using my table. Off right there. Oops. Could have went a little bit longer. That's alright. Put that to the side, and we're going to straighten this out really quick. Make a little bend in it right here. Put it in your chuck. I'm sure you've all seen this before, but we're going to do the whole thing. We're going to do the whole shebang here. So you just spin this, grab the one end, spin it for a couple seconds, and it'll be straight. Now we're going to use the spool. Here I have the lead of my nichrome comes off right here, and see, now the weight's holding it down on the spools, and so I can just mess with it or whatever. If I drop it, it might fly off, but I don't want to drop it. So I'm going to take this, loosen this just a little bit because I don't want to lose the wire, and I'm going to try to get it in the middle and then off to one side. And you can even wrap it around that piece that's sticking out like that. Alright, so now tighten it back up. Nichrome's on there. You can spin this either way, but I like to spin it counterclockwise. Whoops, I just said. It's going to take a minute to start. But if you just hold your fingers where it's coming onto the 26 gauge, it'll kind of thread itself on, and you can pull it up, you pull it away. So here we go. Oh, I got stuck there. See, sometimes it doesn't work. I got stuck down there, my weight got stuck. So I'm gonna kind of just waste that whole first part. See, I just have a low pressure, and it's kind of working itself on there. And when I'm done, I'm just going to let it break itself off. There we go. There is a Clapton coil. Now I'm going to take my extra piece right here and put it on that nail so it doesn't go anywhere. So here, you can get a nice shot of this Clapton. Bam. Alright, looks beautiful. It's just like my other ones. Now, here's the cool part. We're going to use this to make an infused Clapton. This is a 28 gauge Kanthal. Alright, we're going to take this 28 gauge Kanthal. We need to double it, so it's going to be a little longer. I like these spools, they have a notch in them. Here we go. I'm not going to straighten this because I'm bending it anyway. So I'm just going to fold it in half, 2 angles, so we can fit it in our chuck. It'll straighten itself out when I mess with it. So I put both of these in one each side of the chuck. Alright, we're going to tighten this down. Oops. That's what happens when you go fast, guys. I don't want this video to be too long for you. So here we go. Getting this down into the chuck. I'm going to tighten it so we have one piece sticking out of two different sides there. It's gonna get a little twisted. We're gonna untwist that. We want this to be straight. Okay. And now here's the fishing swivel part. More swivels is better because we need these to spin, and the more you have, and if one of these locks up or isn't spinning fast enough, the other ones will make up the difference. So I'm gonna put it on the swivel and lock it in here. You don't have to lock it in. Okay, now I'm gonna pull it tight, and you're gonna see that.